Okay, hi everyone. We're going to go ahead and get started. Glad to see everybody saying hello in chat. And hopefully we will just be able to jump right in. So happy belated 4th of July to everyone. Hope folks enjoyed some of the fireworks anyway, the ones we could maybe see from here. Certainly could hear them. So no issue there. So I'll just jump right in. If this is the first time that you're joining us for one of our virtual meetings, we just ask that everyone stay muted unless you're presenting or asking a question, just so we can avoid feedback. If you do happen to forget to unmute yourself or to mute yourself, I may mute you just to make sure we can keep things flowing. So, but if you do have a question, no worries. I will certainly open the floor and make sure if folks have questions or anything they'd like to share that you have an opportunity to do so. So Eric, if you are ready, we will jump right into the treasurer's reports.
Sounds good. Thanks, Jess. Get this started. Okay, can everybody see that? So in checking, we have at the end of June, we had $5,955 in the checking account, little over 12,000 in savings, and petty cash still at $551 for a total of $18,508 for all of the cash accounts together. On the fund balances, I did want to just mention to everybody there has been a glitch in our accounting software, and so we've been going back and forth with the software provider that we have a subscription service to, and so we're trying to get that cleaned up. What we're also going to, we talked, the board decided that we'll just use this as an opportunity to clean up all of these several of these inactive accounts. So we're going to leave the festival balance. Obviously the general fund stays put. And I think then the info center balance will be the two that will keep active, and then we can always still continue to use the other ones as money comes in earmarked for those. So take, for instance, the scholarship fund, we'll kick that back off, fundraising for that, probably at the beginning of next year. And so then we can start, directing money towards that. But take, for instance, like the pocket park and the safety grants that we haven't had committees for in some time, we'll just move that money to the general fund. And if we need to at some point reallocate, we can always do that. So I wanted to make sure that I explained that, and to see if anybody had questions or any concerns or reservations with kind of doing a little bit of account cleanup. Okay, taking that as none, we will move forward with doing that, and you'll see that next month. For the income, we did have some household memberships that came in under residential. We did have one silver business membership that came through, and then we've continued to have some festival income with different vendors and completing or sending in their paying their invoices, etc. And then on the expense side, it was fairly typical, except for, I would say, the financial was insurance. We have to buy a separate insurance rider for the festival, and so that was due. We had to get that paid so then we could take the insurance rider we use that for the permit to receive from the city. So we had to go ahead and pay that. We did have $127 in some promotion advertising materials, and then we did pay out the scholarship recipient. And this year's scholarship was for $1,000. So you can see for the month we were down about $1,700, and total for the year is about $2,300 being negative. That's usually pretty consistent. And then in August and September, obviously with the festival, we'll usually tick back up and into their black for the rest of the year. So any questions there? All right, I will turn it back over to you, Jess. Thank you.
Thank you much. All right, let's jump back into the agenda here. Okay, Lauren, let me actually check here. I don't think Lauren is with us yet. So when Lauren joins us, we'll give a quick update about the scholarship recipient for this year, but that has been awarded, as Eric mentioned. So very excited to have awarded another scholarship to one of our South Side kids here and who attended South High. So
we did post the picture of the recipient on Facebook, and I think it was shared a couple different places too. So very exciting.
All right, let's talk about, let me Get my little prop here. Let's talk about the 24th annual Merion Village Garden Tour, which is this Sunday. So, oh, this is going to not work. Anyway, just got our brochures in today. Very excited about that. The garden tour is this Sunday, July 9th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. This is a smaller tour this year, but that's okay. That means you can do it in less time if the weather's a little toasty. Hopefully it will be a beautiful day. We have a total of 6 gardens and 2 other stops. One is Walker Park and one is St. Paul on Stewart, where there will be a free ice cream social offered during the garden tour. This is kind of an annual thing that they've been doing with us for many years now. So very excited. The brochure is live on the website. You can also pick up printed copies of the brochure at any of the 8 stops during the tour. Lots of information in there about upcoming Merion Village events, obviously information for each of the stops, and some ads and things from all of our sponsors who we have to thank because they are the reason we're able to continue to have this as a free event for everyone each year. So very excited for the garden tour. Hope again that it is a beautiful day, and do hope that everyone is able to get out with your friends, neighbors, families to enjoy the tour. If you take photos, tag us in them on social media. We would love to see what your favorite parts of each of the gardens were. So thank you to everyone who helped with that. And we're looking forward to another great tour until next year when we will be celebrating our 25th tour. So kind of a milestone, probably be a bit bigger, but for now, we're very excited about the 24th. All right, I will also talk about this year's festival. So this festival is coming up very quickly. I believe we have 53 days until the festival, which is Sunday, August 27th. Sorry about that. I slipped on the date there. So Sunday, August 27th, that is going to be from noon to 6 p.m. Our festival is a one-day event, so make sure you do not miss it. We've already got several bands in process of being scheduled. We'll have a total of 5 food trucks, potentially around 90 vendors throughout the park. It's really going to be a wonderful day. If you've ever attended our festivals, you know that this is certainly our biggest event of the year and one of our favorites. Every year it just seems to get a little bit better. We also will announce that we have selected our Master of Ceremonies. This is our second year of having a Master of Ceremonies, and our Master of Ceremonies will once again be Jennifer Lynn. So very excited and looking forward to that again this year as well. As part of the festival, we've got a couple little updates. First and foremost, if you're looking for a way to help make the festival amazing, we are actively seeking volunteers. So I will go ahead and paste a link to our volunteer sign up in chat, just so everyone who would potentially like the opportunity to help make the festival great is able to sign up. Let me grab that for everyone really quickly here. So I'm putting that in chat now. You can also get that from any of our social media sites and from our website. That will be something we're reminding folks about pretty much every week until the festival. Lots of different opportunities. And I cannot say enough that this event does not happen without volunteers. So we need your help and we appreciate you and cannot wait to have another great event. Thanks to Zach for coordinating our volunteers again this year. Always a really big effort because we need a lot, but we're really looking forward to it and are sure folks will be able to help show up for us and make this event great again. Also, as part of the festival, another little item I will share with you. Hopefully everyone saw that our 2023 logo design, we had a total of 14 submissions. So voting was open for a month. I think we got around 150 votes total. And I will share with you the winning logo for this year right here. So this will be printed on a limited run of t-shirts as well as festival mugs. So keep your eye on our social pages for the next couple of weeks. We will have a pre-order link going live. You'll be able to pre-order your mugs or your shirts before the festival, pick them up at the festival. We will have a very, very limited number of shirts available at the festival for folks who might not have been able to pre-order, but once they are gone, they are gone. So if you like this logo, if you love this logo and you want to make sure you get one for yourself, do look out for that pre-order and make sure to snag one of the mugs as well so that you can continue to grow your Merion Village Festival mug collection. All right, moving on. If you were attending our meeting last month, you'll be aware that we asked members if we should proceed with providing a letter of support for our neighbors in the Reeb-Hosack Community and Civic Association regarding a fertilizer plant that was proposed in one of the commercial buildings within Reeb-Hosack. So it was unanimously voted that the Merion Village Association would write that letter of support. So that is available on our website. I will post the link here. It's on our zoning page that will remain there in perpetuity, but this is a letter that we sent to the Columbus Board of Zoning Adjustment. We also copied members of City Council who sit on zoning boards, asking that we can add our voices to those of the individuals in Reeb-Hosack who did oppose this proposal and what it would entail. So visit that link on our website. You can see the letter of support that we issued, as well as the information that led up to this, kind of the reviews, what was being requested, and what that actually looks like. And Steve, I see you have your hand raised. I know you've been very involved in following this, so go ahead.
Yeah, Jess, I just wanted to say thanks so much for your leadership and everybody who voted to send that letter of support last time. If you weren't able to see the meeting, they passed the special permit for the fertilizer plant, but they did reject their variance to move it closer to the residential places. So it's up in the air whether it continues, but just want to send a big thank you to you and everybody else who chipped in on that effort.
And thank you for attending those meetings and staying in the know so that we can all kind of be aware of what's going on. It can be hard to attend meetings, but we really appreciate that. And we'll certainly keep following this because we want to make sure that we can not only support our neighbors, but also have voices for ourselves here in the community as well. So appreciate everyone that's been involved in the process. And again, if you'd like to see the letter, it is on our site and will remain there. All right, just some reminders. So Fitness in the Park is back again this year. It is a beloved series, primarily yoga, but sometimes they throw in some HIIT classes as well. If you're interested in joining one of those classes, you can head over to Moeller Park. Those are every Saturday at 9 a.m. in Moeller Park, and that is through September 30th. So these classes are actually done on a volunteer basis by the instructors. So we just ask that you make a donation directly to the instructor at the classes you choose to participate in, and thanks for them giving their time to this really awesome series. So lots of those classes left. If you haven't gotten a chance to go yet, there's still plenty of opportunity. Again, every Saturday, 9 a.m. Moeller Park. And if there's rain, we do move it to the info center. I will say as we get closer to the festival, we will not move them indoors simply because the info center will become a staging area for all of the glorious things that happen leading up to the festival. The festival has a lot of stuff, but until then, we certainly can move inside if needed due to rain. So. Also a reminder, story time at Walker Park. So this began on May 1st, and now every other Monday at 5:30 p.m. you can take your little ones down to Walker Park, which is our pocket park at the corner of Morrill and Brock. There's also a little free library there, so it's a great opportunity to maybe drop off some books that you no longer want, books for all ages, and maybe take home a new book or two after you heard a story shared by a guest reader. So we'll continue to post reminders, but hope everyone who has littles can stop by Walker Park and enjoy story time. Committee updates. We do not, Tate, I don't believe we have anything specific for zoning this evening, correct?
We do have a demolition, nothing too major, but I do want to just mention that for everybody just in case. But other than that, no. I will say next month is going to look a little bit busier, just on the zoning efforts, just FYI for everyone there. But we do have one demolition notice for Merion Village. The address that we have is going to be 1467 South Wall Street. And I can also share, I did do a street view, but the applicant is Salvas Madison, and they're representing Salvas Ramon LLC. The demolition of 1,200 square feet accessory structure, and then that went through the Southside Area Commission. So if there's any questions on that, please let me know. It's kind of on the left side of South High Street there, kind of south by Hungarian Village, but we still have that next to Merion Village. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. I can share, like I said, I have the street view pulled up if you guys want to see that.
Any kind of historical significance for the property, Tate, or anything notable about the demolition?
No, none that I found.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions for Tate on that, folks? Okay, we will move on. All right, nothing for beautification. Again, if you're interested in helping us beautify the neighborhood, we'd love to hear from you. Take on a project and just looking for volunteers. So let us know if you're interested. Nothing to update on membership at this time, but I will share that the next third Thursday happy hour has been scheduled. So that happy hour for this month is going to be on Thursday, July 20th at 6 p.m. and that'll be at Parsons North. So hopefully everybody can stop by for that. We'd love to see you. And you can probably look for some folks in Merion Village shirts if this is your first time. Otherwise, just hope everyone will come out. All right, scrolling down here just a moment. We do not appear to have any commissioners with us this evening, so I will skip the Southside Area Commission updates, save those for another time. Community activities and events. Again, this Sunday, we've got our 24th annual garden tour from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. throughout Merion Village. Very excited. Hope everyone will enjoy the tour and very happy to be able to put it on again. We've got the happy hour on Thursday, July 20th, 6 p.m. at Parsons North. The next Southside Area Commission meeting is Tuesday, July 25th, beginning at 6:30 p.m. and they will meet at the Parsons Library. And then, of course, our next monthly meeting is Wednesday, August 2nd, beginning at 7 p.m. here over Zoom. So we hope you will join us next month as well. If you have anything you'd like to share or you just want to keep in the loop of what's going on. That is our agenda for the evening, which means I will typically open the floor at this point. We'd love to hear from folks. Maybe you're just new and you'd like to introduce yourself. You have something you'd like to share, an upcoming event, a question about things that are going on in the area. I'll just kind of open the floor now and ask if anyone has anything they'd like to share.
Jess, this is Zach. This is a very random question. Maybe someone's plugged in and can tell. Does anyone know what the recent, it wasn't repaving of streets, but it was like the coating of streets?
Resurfacing.
Know what that was?
Yeah, ours was done as well on Moeller. I didn't get a notice about it. Does anybody know anything more about what that is? It's kind of unusual. I've actually not seen them do that in the 10 years we've been in this house, at least. So not sure what that was actually. Yeah, that's a great question, Zach. I'll have to ask some of our city contacts and just see if they can share what that might have been, and then if we should continue to expect it, or if it was maybe a one-time thing, maybe something they do after the repaving. I don't know. It's a good question, though.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, anything else? Anybody have anything they'd like to share before we adjourn this evening? Well, then in that case, this was a very short meeting. We really appreciate you being here. I know that summer meetings are a little harder to attend. There's always so much going on, but we all absolutely appreciate everyone being here. We hope to see you again next month, certainly at the garden tour and the happy hour that are coming up. And otherwise, everyone have a wonderful evening. We'll see you later. Bye, folks.